I have 5 items to visit with you about this evening. First of these is our annual street overlay and reconstruction program. This is one of the more popular programs that we have, actually, year in and year out. This year there's an allocation in the budget of about $3.3 million for these streets. It comes from the 2000 capital improvement sales tax. That amount also includes this year first-time funding of $1 million for us to begin the repair and replacement of concrete streets in our community as well. The contractor for this year's program is Haskell Lemons Construction, and 4 different areas really are included in this year's program. And a complete list of the streets can be found on the city's website, edmondok.com. And the next 3 items are all expansion projects. First one is expansion of Gracelawn Cemetery. Our city-owned and operated cemetery was founded in 1895, and several years back we realized we were running out of additional plots to sell, so about 4 years ago the city purchased another 21 acres just immediately north of the existing cemetery for expansion purposes. The expansion project that we're moving on now will utilize 7 acres, and it should give us about 25 years of inventory. The area will have more of a park-like feel, as you can see from some of the concept sketches that are here, and we'll be adding some options that we don't have in the existing cemetery. For example, a columbaria, a place to store cremated remains will be a feature of this new area, and also a committal shelter, which is really a pavilion where you can have internment services away from the actual grave site. The design for this expansion project is nearing completion, and when we get that done, we will advertise for bids. We anticipate that construction will take 9 to 12 months to finish. The estimated cost of this is about $3.3 million, and these funds will come from the 2017 capital improvement sales tax. The third item is an expansion of the Cross Timbers Public Works facility. Some of these improvements have already been made, and others are planned for this facility. This facility was opened in 2006, and it's a little surprising that it's now 13 years old, at least to me anyway. Phase 1 of this expansion has been completed, and it consisted in constructing fabric protective covers to basically cover city vehicles that were previously unprotected for the elements. The cost of that phase was about $330,000. Phase 2 will include the addition of 2 70-foot by 130-foot steel-covered parking structures. It'll also include a touch-free vehicle wash, a truck and equipment wash station, and also the construction of additional storage, outdoor storage. The design phase we're proposing to be funded in next year's budget. That will be roughly $360,000. Construction funding is still being identified, but at this point we're projecting it for year 3 of the new 5-year financial plan, and all of the funding for this project comes from the 2000 capital improvement sales tax. The fourth item is an expansion of the Animal Services Shelter facility. This project will add about 45 kennels to the existing 22 kennels that we have now at this facility at Cross Timbers. Basically designed to meet not only current needs but future animal housing needs as well. It almost seems like we've been short of space at that facility since it opened, or close to whenever it opened. So also included in this project will be a remodel of the current facilities to better accommodate our operational requirements for the facility. Our people are currently reviewing the bids, which were opened on April 11th, and we'll have a formal recommendation to you at one of your upcoming meetings in the near future. The total project cost is estimated to be a little over $4 million, and all of the funds for this project will come from the 2017 capital improvements sales tax. And then the last item is an update on sales and use tax. We're now through 10 months of our current fiscal year. Sales tax collections continue to trend upward from the previous year. Our April reimbursement check from the state was about 8.4% above the same month a year ago. For the year, we're about 4.6% above in sales tax collections from last year, which is also comfortably above our 2% budget projection that you might recall as well. Use tax collections in April were also healthy, about 20% above last year, and cumulatively for use tax, we're also about 35% above from what we were a year ago. The combined figure for sales and use tax collections is about 9.7 above where we were a year ago, very, very similar to where we were cumulatively a month ago, 9.6%. And in our 7-city comparison group for sales tax, our community remains at the top of that in terms of year-to-date sales tax growth so far. So very good news on both sales and use taxes.